Give me a few minutes and I will tell you the single greatest mistake that I see almost every single beginner lifter do. I have made that exact same mistake, and in this video, I'm going to tell you the best way to avoid making that exact same mistake, which is too much volume. Right before I started lifting, I really wanted to go to the gym, but I didn't want to go by myself because I thought I would look like an idiot who had no idea what he was doing. Luckily for me, that summer, two of my friends started going to the gym. And one day they invited me out to go with them to lift. Excitedly, I accepted and I went with them. And that day sparked the beginning of my lifting career. I fell in love with the process and I fell in love with lifting weights. But I also started making that mistake of too much volume. My friends started off with a push-pull leg split. So that's exactly what I did. Push day, chest, triceps, shoulders, pull day, back, biceps, and leg day, you hit legs. They showed me how to do every single exercise and I was on my way. But they showed me too much. They showed me far too many exercises to the point where I thought I had to do every single one of them. I don't blame my friends for leading me down this path because they were also beginners. At that point, they've only been going to the gym for 1 month. And I see almost every single beginner make this exact same mistake of too much volume. This was my push day. I did 27 sets of chest, 12 sets of triceps, and 8 sets of shoulders. And on most of these exercises, I was going to 12 reps. This wasn't for the whole week. This was for one push day. This was all in one day. I did 47 sets in one day. On pull day, I did 20 sets of back and 8 sets of biceps and 3 sets of forearms. And for legs, it's funny looking back on it now, I didn't overkill legs out of all the 3. Leg day was actually pretty tame and it was actually pretty normal. Doing that much volume is not good for beginners. It wasted more time than anything. If I was doing less volume back then, I think I could have grown more in that time. For 6 months, my physique didn't change a whole lot. And I think this was one of the biggest reasons, along with not knowing enough about training. So how do you fix this problem? Literally, just don't do that much volume. I was on the extreme end of volume, and there's no reason you should ever be doing 47 sets in a single day. That is too much. You should only be doing that if you're doing a competition of some sort, and if you're a beginner, you are definitely not doing a competition. The harder part of this all is finding out how many sets you need to do per week, which also isn't hard at all because I'm just about to tell you. Studies have been conducted on this very topic and the research is well known. On the other hand, I had no clue about this at all when I started lifting. I wish I had someone to explain this topic to me back then. 12 to 20 sets of a muscle group per week. 12 to 20 sets of a muscle group per week. That's the range you want to stick at for adequate hypertrophy. If you would like to grow a muscle more, such as biceps or triceps, if you are skinny fat, you should really focus biceps, triceps, and shoulders. You want to stick to the higher end of that range, such as 20 sets of biceps in 1 week. Being at 12 sets per week does not mean that you won't grow that muscle. 12 sets of a muscle group per week will still grow your muscles. You will still get gains from it, and you'll still get a lot of gains from it. But it won't give you as much gains as 20 sets per week will. Law of diminishing returns still has its effect here. Just because you are doing 20 sets of a muscle group per week does not mean you're getting twice the gain as 10 sets per week. The increasing amount of gains you get per set decreases as the amount of sets increase. Too much volume. Don't do it. don't make the same mistake that I did. Avoid it by sticking to 12 to 20 sets of a muscle group per week. You will get bigger this way because you are not overkilling your body like I did. You know what to do. Get up and get after it.